Scary Body is when I'm coming back at you on that video. So with this video, I wanted to talk about goals, right? The power of goals, importance of goals, but more importantly, to help highlight to you that goals or setting goals helps you helps to provide you with direction in your life. Now, for goals, you can have many different type of goals. You can have short-term goals, like goals, things that you want to get done today. Or you can have medium-term goals, like things you want to accomplish over the weeks or a few months. Or you can have like longer-term goals, things you want to do over the years. Or you can have goals would be like the dreams, right? The different things that you wish to be, the position you wish to be in, the life that you wish to have, things like that, right? You can have those goals as well. Now, goals are powerful because ideally you want to have them written down, right? Like, even for example, if you're taking any sort of class, right? It's always better for you to write things down as opposed to typing in a computer, because when you write things down, you're engaging your entire arm. It'll connect better in your mind, right? It's easier for you to remember if you have your whole arm writing down the information rather than just your fingers typing on, a laptop or a computer. So when it comes to anything with memorization, right? Like, it's always better to put it down on paper. So writing down your goals is actually extremely beneficial, because then there's that connection with your entire arm, right? Those neural pathways that are in your arm that connect to your brain, right? Like, more of that is being engaged. So it becomes easier for you to remember and return to it, right? It just improves with your memory. So that's the importance. That's why you should write down your goals, right? That's the reason for that. However, the other reason for having goals in general is that it gives you something to focus on. What you need to know about how your mind works and the universe and everything is that your mind thinks in, right? We think thoughts, right? And images. So that is how our mind functions. And that is how we communicate with source or the universe or God or the electromagnetic field, the field around us. That's how we communicate, with our thoughts and with the images, and of course emotions. But your thoughts and the images and everything is what creates the emotion, and etc., etc. So having those, because we think in thoughts and obviously images and pictures, right? Having those goals in mind, it will allow us to focus our mind on that goal, right? Focusing on the end result. So if the goal is to have our dream home, that's us falling in love with the idea of owning that home. That's us closing our eyes and visualizing what the home would look like on the outside, what it will look like on the inside, right? All the different rooms, right? Whether or not it's going to have a pool at the back, in the back, right? Or and a grill, right? The events and the things that you'll be doing in the house, right? Why is it that you'd want the house? To have all the extra space, probably to start a family or to raise a family, or to have all these family gatherings, or when it's holiday time for you to host these events, right? You can have a big Christmas tree and all the presents for everyone, right? Have kids running around and right. So that's the point of the goal, so we can spend more time focusing on that and creating the idea and the picture in our mind. So that's the power of goals. And when your attention and your focus is on that, now you have direction in your life, right? Because there are folks out there who you can ask them, what is your goal? What is it that you want to accomplish? What is your dream? What is it that you're after? And there will be plenty of people who are clueless, because they've just been doing what they were being told what to do, right? And they're probably just going to school because they were told to, or working a job, to make ends meet and to survive. But they may not have sat down and reflected as far as what is it that they truly want out of life. And if they have, right, they may have thought about what they truly wanted and then thought about how much it might cost, or looked at their current reality in the situation and say, well, I want all these things, but I can't explain any sort of way for me to get there. And so I'm just going to give up this idea. And so they'll live their life just accepting whatever gets thrown their way. And so at that point, that's someone whose life is unplanned and undirected, right? It seems like life is unreliable. It seems as though everything is unpredictable, because it is in that person's life, because they have not put down what it is that they want out of life and think about it often, and you know obviously with the thoughts and the images, and create that picture of what it is that they want. Those people who write down their goals or keep their goals close by, they're thinking about it often and often, those are the people who will eventually achieve their goals, because they're consumed with the idea, right? That it's ingrained in their mind, that they have a burning desire for it, because they keep thinking about it and they believe that they can get it. And some people fall in love with their goal or obsess about their goal so much that they believe that they've actually got it, that they've already received what they were asking for. And that is when someone is hyper focused on that one idea or that one thing that they really want. So that's the power of goals. It gives you direction in your life. You basically reflecting on your life and reflecting on who you are as a person. You're saying, what is it that I want? And then you realize, I want this. And so when you put that down on paper, when you put that down, it can even be like a vision board of the home that you want, or something where it's like you can look at it and you can get excited. It gives you reason to jump out of bed. It gives you a reason to go out and be motivated to tackle on the day, right? It gives you reason to continue pushing forward, because you know that that dream life, that goal, that dream that you want is on the way, that's on the horizon, that it's already been given to you, and that it's only a matter of time until the details in between unfold for you to arrive where it is that you're heading. Isn't that fun to see your life that way, knowing that what you want is inevitable, that it already belongs to you, and you living your life and going through the motions is just you slowly uncovering how it's gonna happen, right? Knowing that life was already at present the entire time, gift wrapped for you, and you have the pleasure of just enjoying the journey there. Completely different way of thinking about life than how most people think about life, where it's all unpredictable. You don't know what's gonna happen, and if you're in a position that's undesirable, then it's just misfortune, or that if you came up from humble beginnings, that you were just unlucky, rather than believing that life is going to give you what it is that you ask for the things that you truly want out of life, and it's only a matter of time for it to arrive and to be delivered to you at the perfect time when you're ready. Right? Two different ways of viewing life and approaching life. So I say all this to remind you to write down your goals, have your goals close by, make it fun. Like, don't make it something that needs to be dragged out, because at the end of the day, these should be things that you want. These should be things that should bring you joy in your life, things that you would want to experience or have in your life. And the person you want to become, the occupation that you want to be doing, this is to help create more of what it is that you want, so that if you're creating your dream life, you're gonna obviously be happier, live life more excited, you're gonna be jumping out of bed, you're gonna be smiling. Like, this is what we want. We're always chasing happiness in this lifetime. So that's the point of the goal. But the goals, of course, for you to remember, is that it gives you direction, it gives you a sense of purpose. You're waking up and saying, listen, I want this and I'm going after this. Even if I don't have the route, even if I don't know how, I can still put one foot in front of the other and trust that somehow, some way, you'll get there eventually. That it'll eventually get there, right? So you shouldn't approach it with the level of impatience or frustration. Just take it easy. Life is meant to be a smooth sailing journey. You're meant to enjoy yourself. You're supposed to enjoy yourself and have fun along the way. So write down your goals. Don't type it on a computer screen. Write down your goals. And fall in love with the idea and think about it a lot and focus on it and begin getting excited, because you writing that down and you thinking about it, you getting excited for it, that's you previewing the movie to your life that will eventually unfold in due time. So it's time for you to get excited. It's time for you to start smiling, because life is on the way of, right? The trajectory is going up. And so you need to get excited to continue making space for that, because it will be inevitable for you to win and to get what you deserve. So that rest of the video. If you enjoyed the video, do leave a like and subscribe, guys, because we are on the road to 100 subscribers. So we'll see you guys. Show well. and I'm out. See you guys in the next video.